So hey, this is Matt. I'm here at YCS LA once again, and I have my buddy Vivek from my locals. I'm not going to attempt to butcher your last name if you want to say it or not.
Vedium.
Okay, so Vivek Vedium. He has a YouTube channel of his own, Snake YGO. I'm going to link it in the description of this video, and I'll get I already gave him a subscribe. So yeah, go over check. He's going to do his own deck profile on his channel, but here he's going to showcase his top 64 Drytron deck profile. I believe 2 Drytrons topped YCS Vega. And in fact, of all the people from my locals, my region that came down here, he made it the furthest. Like everyone else, did not make top 64, or in many cases day 2. And in fact, no Labrynth topped London or LA. So yeah, let's get into his Drytron deck profile. So
okay, yeah. So first they start with I'll try to face the camera. 3 alpha, of course. 3 zeta. And then I guess slightly less standard stuff. Most people are playing 2 of each of these, but I decided to max out on them and play full 12 of the good names. Because I felt that usually when you're trying to push through boards or set up your own, you need to have 2 names at least. If you have 1 name, everything is really fragile. You can lose to 1 interruption really easily.
So that's why you max out on the deltas, right? Yeah, it's not very standard. Standard is usually 1 on delta, or
2 or 1.
Okay.
A lot of people play just 2 gamma, but gamma's insane. It's such a good extender.
Yeah, exactly, absolutely.
Yeah, and I decided not to play beta, which is the other name.
Beta's the one that returns from banished.
Yeah,
right?
Returns a Drytron monster from banished. It's pretty specific condition. It really never comes up. There was no time that I actually wanted that card in my deck.
Okay.
Yeah, even against cash, it's pretty mid.
The searchable hand traps? Or,
one of Lancia on the main deck.
It's searchable, right?
Yeah, it's very good. Choju, I play this guy instead of Vanity's Ruler, because people are playing all kinds of board breakers like Dark Ruler, Book of Eclipse. So I think Vanity's Ruler is honestly kind of trash.
Right, so you need Choju because you're running the Magician of Black Chaos Max package, right?
Yeah, Magician
which
of
is
Black
a
Chaos
lingering
Max.
floodgate.
Yeah, exactly.
So even if, okay,
so
Fade
you
Dark
summon
Ruler.
Chaos Max on their turn, tribute it, they can't activate any monster effects for the rest of the turn. So that just shuts down most decks, basically.
Okay.
But Choju, he's a really good normal summon, because unlike Diviner, if he gets negated, he stays at level 6, because he is level 6.
Ah, yes,
so
he's level 6. Right.
You can search, obviously you can search Meteonis and Chaos Max. You can also search Herald of Perfection and Dawn of the Herald, which I'm also playing in the main deck, which gives you additional negates and is a lot better into decks like Labrynth, who don't really care about Chaos Max as much.
Right.
Yeah. So I definitely highly recommend playing this guy. He's so good. He does get impermed a lot, but
super from Photon Hypernova.
Yeah. He's very good though.
Yeah, searches a ritual monster and ritual spell. If only Dark Magician decks could play this. Unfortunately, cannot. All right.
We got 1 Diviner of the Herald.
One. Okay.
Yeah, because anytime you do have 1 name hands, which sometimes happens, Diviner's good, but it's also really good on follow-up because you to normal summon and send Entis to deal with any back row that they might set once you lock them out of monster effects.
Right.
It's really good at forcing interruptions, and it also becomes level 6 when you need it to.
Absolutely, yeah.
So I definitely play 1. 1 Herald of Orange Light because it's limited.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would play more than 1 in the main deck, maybe, but.
Is it searchable? I guess.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Ben 10 can search it. It's a light fairy. You can, but when you discard with it, you can discard any fairy. So you can actually discard Kurikara, which is in the side deck, which is cool.
Oh, it's a fairy.
Yeah,
interesting.
I never really ended up using it that much because I just didn't draw that much. But it's the only out to D shifter when you're going second. So it's just a good card. It stops nib. It's just a good card. And then Rituals, the main win condition is Magician of Chaos Max. That he activates when he's special summoned, not just ritual summoned. So you can summon him on your opponent's turn with the Link Monster Dynamondo. And you can tribute himself for cost basically to dodge Imperm or anything. They can't activate monster effects for the rest of the turn. Most decks just lose to that immediately, but
it just can't activate monster effects. It's better than Featherstorm probably.
Yeah, exactly. And as long as you have at least 1 name for follow-up, you just go full combo next turn, kill them, Boral Sword, Draconids, destroy them.
Yeah, for my Dark Magician enjoyers, this is the card we wish that we could summon on our opponent's turn. But
the best target. Yeah, he also has another effect that didn't come up, but if you destroy a monster by battle, you can just add any spell from your graveyard to your hand.
Yeah, pretty funny. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, never got to use it, but it's cool. Draconid, you still got to play him. He's a really big beater. He clears. You can clear floodgates, Ravelry and stuff, but on your opponent's turn, he is a little hard for some decks to deal with since he can't be targeted by monster effects.
Yeah.
So even Cash has like a bit of trouble outing him.
And if you have the Move Beta Fafnir on field, you could also negate a spell trap, right?
Yeah, I never actually ended up using that either
Right,
this tournament, but yeah, that is also something useful.
Yeah, good against Gozen and Rivalry, yep.
Yep, he's also a 4,000 attack machine, so you can, like, if you activate Meteonis and they nib you, you can just tribute him from hand, summon Magician of Chaos Max, make down Amanda, you still lock them next turn.
Yeah.
So he plays around nib as well. Herald of Perfection, I wasn't originally playing this. Like, last week when I was testing it, I wasn't playing it in the main deck, but I realized, like, if you're playing against, like, Labyrinth or really most decks, Dynamondo is a big choke point. They can just like hold a ghost spell until you try to use it on their turn to summon back Chaos Max, and you just get cooked. So having like at least one negate is like makes a really big difference.
Do Drytron decks still standardly run at least one, or is that not standard anymore?
A Herald of Perfection, you mean?
Yeah, I'm not familiar with like modern Drytron. Is that
most of them are running it, I believe.
Okay.
The list that I've seen.
I see.
Yeah, people have been changing their stuff around. A lot of people are still playing Vanity's Ruler.
Right.
Yeah. 3 Ben 10.
Cyber Angels, yeah. 3 Ben 10s, back at 3.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, what else is there to say?
Yeah.
Absolutely incredible card. Natasha, probably the best card in the entire deck. Like,
yep.
Just bonkers.
Do you win on time with her any times?
No, this deck like rarely goes to time. That's the thing. Like, matches get over pretty quickly. The one that came close to time was against Trap Tricks.
Okay.
But I had game on board anyways, so
yeah.
It didn't really matter.
Okay.
But yeah, this deck is like really good. Like under skill drain, it lets you just steal like their lady or lovely or whatever.
Yeah.
And just absolutely destroys. And yeah, you can gain life points. It did save me from getting burned to death by the Gravedigger's Trap Hole, I think.
Ah, yes.
And my Trap Tricks player opponent used it twice, and I ended up having like 1,050 life points or something left. So if I didn't use this to gain life points, I would have died actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it can also negate attacks, fun fact, which rarely comes up.
Ah, yes.
Can infinitely negate attacks on ritual monsters.
Infinitely?
Yeah, it's not once per turn.
Oh,
yeah.
That's funny. Okay.
Yeah.
And then 2 Nova?
2 Nova and 2 Fafnir. So I found that the level modulation effect of Fafnir actually came up quite a bit. So I ended up playing 2 of it. So
sorry, what level modulation? What is it?
So if you control a Drytron monster and either player normal or special summons a monster, you can make that monster lose 1 level for every 1,000 of its attack.
That screws over Sprite, right?
Yeah, it screws over Sprite. So if they summon like red, it becomes level 1. If they summon Cash summon something, they become level 5.
Ooh.
And I use it to chain block Choju as well. You can chain block your own monsters. So like I tribute summoned Choju over I think Link Kuribo. I did chain link 1 Choju, chain link 2 this. They can't Ash Choju.
That's pretty awesome. And what about Naturia? Was that helpful to stop their synchro plays?
It actually did because they were going to go full. They were going to summon Beast. I used it on the summon of Camellia, I think. So he had to like synchro for 6. He used like Camellia, which is level 3, Hugin, and then I think Mole Cricket to go into synchro 6 charge warrior. I'm like, okay,
that's pretty awkward.
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna win this. Yeah.
Cyber emergency. Yep.
Free cyber emergency. You can also search Draconids. So.
Yep.
Pretty cool. Foolish, I think you got to play this card. It searches any card in your deck. It searches the ritual monsters too. It searches Chaos Max if you need it to.
Yeah.
It's just amazing. Then 2 prep.
Only 2 prep? Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Is this a 40 card deck?
This is 42 cards.
Oh, 42, okay.
Yeah, I was playing 3 before, but I felt like I was seeing it a little bit too much, so I just decided to cut it down to 2. I think it worked out fine, but you can play 3 definitely. Dawn of the Herald, this card is just very powerful. So basically you ritual summon Herald of Perfection, you tribute Ben 10, so then you summon Herald, chainlink 1 Ben 10, chainlink 2 Dawn, adds the Ben 10 back to your hand.
Yeah.
You go +2 with that, it's 2 negates right there.
Do you run the pre-prep package for that?
No, because Choju is pre-prep.
Oh, yep, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
And 2 Meteonis you have to play 2, unfortunately, because of Kashtira and Runic running around.
Yeah, you get 1 banish, that's no bueno. Yeah.
No bueno.
Yep.
1 Called by the Grave. It didn't come up too much because I just didn't see it that much. But I think it's like a lot of people are playing Ash, Bell, all that stuff. A lot of people are even playing Veiler against me. And at least in the side deck, you need to have it for D-Shifter.
Yeah.
Sadly, I did not draw it in Top Cut, and I got shifted and just lost. But, 2 Dark Roller. I'm glad I added this back to my main deck because of Naturia. That was one of the things that I started to become worried about when I tested against it. When you're staring down like a beast, they can just keep negating your stuff. It's kind of hard to deal with. Like you can try to go to Zeus, but then they'll use their runic stuff to stop you.
Yeah.
So Dark Roller, I top deck Dark Roller like in one of the bubble matches against Runic, material. I was like, yes, let's go.
You're not playing the clips or books, book cards? Okay, you didn't bother with that?
I really don't like the fact that they can be ashed and like.
That's
don't
true.
Seem that great.
And you never got like 5-zone lock by cash, or did you?
No.
Yeah.
No, people weren't really going for the zone locks on me.
Okay.
Yeah, they just summoned a Rise Heart.
Yeah.
I'll talk about it later. One of my opponents did double a Rise Heart, but it ended up backfiring.
Oh.
Yeah. 2 talents. Yeah, this card was great when I saw it. I might consider even playing 3 and cutting this card, but yeah, it's so good.
Oh, the main Feather Duster wasn't that useful?
No, it wasn't, but I only played against one Labyrinth and I didn't see it.
But Kashtira back row can be pretty annoying too, right?
It can, yeah, but when I use it, you can just have like 1 Forbidden Lance back there. It's like,
okay.
It's kind of mid, but you know.
Yeah. So you would side it?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. I can go to the extra deck. We have the Diviner targets, which are Arclight and Entis, pretty self-explanatory. On turn 3, I usually send this a lot to pop their back row, because when they can't activate monster effects, they'll set like back row and stuff. So
right.
No problem. This forces everything out.
Yeah.
I think Krebo is way better than Enema. Don't play Enema.
Okay.
Yeah. So this has a down arrow, which lets you get the draw off of Phoenix. It also can summon back from the graveyard with this graveyard effect, and yeah, there's like no times that I wanted Enema in my deck.
Yeah.
Phoenix is self-explanatory.
Yep.
And then 2 Dynamondo. So instead of playing Nightmare Unicorn, I decided to play this because he's a better Nightmare Unicorn. So
other than reviving Chaos Rise, does he do anything else?
Yeah. So on special summon, he targets 1 ritual monster in my graveyard, and any card on the field shuffles them into the deck.
Oh yeah, that's way better, and it's a link too.
Yeah. It's a link 2, and he has 2,200 attack, which is like pretty significant.
Yeah, and 2 obviously for the cash in case they banish one. Yeah, you need that second copy.
And it also helps you get your Bentens back in deck, which makes like your preparation of Rites alive.
Yes, recycles Bentens.
Yeah, because you run out of search targets pretty fast in this deck when you pop off.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it's so good. Then Boral Sword, never really felt the need for access code in this deck. Boral Sword is just a lot more efficient to make. Lets you push for lethal and without committing as much, and it's just really good. I would say you can out so much. And then
run into any towers?
Stuff. No, not really. But this, I did end up summoning this against Trap Tricks, which is kind of annoying for them to deal with because they keep using Holatea to. That's one of their ways to prevent you from killing them. But this can actually negate that, which is very good.
Wait, this can?
Yeah, you can negate any effect that special summons a monster.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yep. And it also permanently negates when you summon it. It negates the effects of everything they control. If I played more against Labyrinth, I probably would have made this more because you want to link off their lady sometimes.
Yeah, because they have the protection. Yep.
Yeah, I would keep playing it. I didn't run up against any Arrival Cybers or anything like that, but theoretically it's good to have. Why not? 2 Mu Beta.
Yep.
And Fucho.
Oh, nice. That's one of your Zeus.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I would usually play a Assembled Nightingale, but when you're playing against Kashtira, if you try to go to battle phase and attack them with Nightingale, they'll just banish it face down with the Rise Heart. So you need to have this who's unaffected, so you just attack.
Oh, it's unaffected by card effects.
Big Zeus.
Yep.
All card effects, yeah.
Yep, very important. And
it ended up saving me against Math Effect also, because I made this.
Yeah, this is a spicy tech. Yeah,
I think just access code. They couldn't kill me. Then I just killed them next turn.
Yeah. And then Downerd Zeus, right?
Downerd. Beatrice, of course. And 2 Zeus.
2 Zeus, right? Yeah, because of cash.
Yep. Then into the side deck, card that saved me in my last round of Swiss Kurikara. Because my opponent ended up making double a Rise Heart, so I just activate prep, search Ben 10. He has to trigger both the Rise Hearts. I'm like, okay, cool, tribute both of them for Kurikara. 4,500 attack beater.
And then, wow, yeah.
And if they somehow survive, I can summon their Rise Heart.
Yeah, I heard this card was low key, really good in both YCSs, probably better than Kaijus in a lot of cases. Yeah.
Yeah. In this deck, I can't play Kaijus, so it's either Lava Golem or this.
Because you're locked out of.
I can't activate. So the Drytrons.
Locked out of monsters that.
I can't special summon monsters that can be normal summoned or set.
And this cannot be. Yep.
Cannot be.
Perfect.
It's also level 1, which I can overlay.
Oh, and a fairy.
And
yeah.
Fairy, which means I can
yeah. Awesome. Awesome.
It's pretty good. I think it's mandatory, at least in this format. Droll ended up being not so great today, overall. But I did play 1 Drytron mirror match, which I drew this against him, so that was nice.
Oh, that's funny. I'm surprised Droll, because
yeah, I played 1 mirror match. Yeah.
I'm surprised Droll wasn't more useful because Kashtira does a lot of searching, terraforming, field spell, Theosis, like there's a lot of searching going on, but
Yeah.
you know.
There's nothing that I wanted to cut to put these in over, because I need to have these.
Yeah.
I need to have Dark Roller. I need to have Talents.
Right.
Yeah. Two
Awesome.
Cosmics.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, people are playing like anti-spell and stuff.
Runics and stuff, yeah.
Runic,
Anti-spell, yeah, big.
It's a lot better for dealing with Runic Fountain than
Yeah,
Twister.
exactly.
Yeah, pretty solid. For Droplet, I ended up putting this in case people are playing like Ibly or just a way to out that. I didn't draw it that much. It would have been nice, but it's also another way to deal with like the Cheria Beast.
Did you ever get Ibleed? Or?
No, never got Ibleed, but
yeah, I noticed that too.
ready
Not
for it,
that
I
many
guess.
people Ibleing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That's a nice card. Especially like it in this deck. I put it in going against Labyrinth as well, because you can like dodge their stuff. It makes Lady a lot easier to deal with also.
Yeah, that's true.
It's very
Yep.
good. 2 Thrust. It's a good card. It's Thrust.
Yeah.
What do you want me to say? And then 2D barrier. I did not end up playing against any branded, so I guess.
Really? You dodged
What?
branded
I
completely?
dodged branded completely.
You dodged
I
branded.
put like 4 branded.
Interesting.
Yeah, lucky me, I guess.
And you didn't bother like against like Kashtira XCs or like.
I put them in going first, but I never
Okay.
really drew them. Yeah, the only time I actually used it was against this 8-axis OTK deck that I played against. They make like the rank 8 stuff,
Oh.
rank 8 spam, so I just used this. It kept me
Yeah.
alive, I guess. I mean, it's still a decent card. Probably should be banned. I hate it. But, you know.
I love it.
Yeah, straight up.
Yeah, don't bend. Any interesting matchups that you wanted to comment on, or like anything you would change based on your experience?
Yeah, I guess like in the main deck,
Well,
the only thing I would
yeah,
change
yeah.
is
You said you
it's
would
really just this.
you would side that,
Maybe
right?
like a third talents or like a third prep even. Subscribe to me on YouTube, SnakeYGO. I make bad content.
Yeah, I'll put the link in the description. Yeah, yeah, very awesome deck. Thank you for sharing. And yeah, if you're a Drytron enjoyer, definitely check out this deck list. All right,
Thank you.
thanks a lot.
Yep.
Yep, peace.